Welcome to this Tangram sneak peek video. The aim of this series is to help agencies discover the highlights of emerging tools and functionality that are on the market, to help run agency businesses more effectively. Today we are looking at Scope by the Virtu Group. Scope was created by the original founders of Sonar, who made the studio management tool Traffic Live, and it helps agency producers and client services create estimates based on big data. We're really excited to show you this sneak peek, as there really isn't anything else like it on the market. Previously, the only way to get data like this was to pay a small fortune to industry bodies. Scope uses clever algorithms and anonymized live data from over 4 million jobs from over 800 agencies across the globe, turning the art of project estimating into a science. Let's take a closer look. To start with, let's take a look at creating rate cards in Scope. Creating rate cards can be a creative process in itself. We often come across clients that aren't sure what rates they should be charging for their different roles or disciplines. Scope allows you to add your disciplines to your rate card and benchmark them against the rest of the industry to ensure you are not underselling your services. So I'll just show you a quick example of that. I'm just going to quickly add a rate card. I'll give the rate card a name, select a currency, and Scope allows me to add departments to my rate card. I'm going to add the creative department. And within the creative department, I can add my agency roles. First and foremost, I guess, would be a creative director. And I can add that role to the rate card. This is where I can stick in the rate I'm going to charge out the creative director. I'm thinking $200. However, I have no idea if $200 an hour is the right amount of money to be charging for this kind of service. So what I can do using Scope is I can scope mark the role. So all I do is go to the drop down, look for a similar role in the database, and Scope is telling me that the average charge out rate for a creative director per hour is $260. So if I kept this at $200, I would have been underselling my services. To keep it within the industry standard, I can match it to what Scope is suggesting. I can go higher, I can go lower. It's up to me, but at least I know what the ballpark is. I can continue to add roles to create a rate card. And when I'm done, the rate card will look something like this. Making sure you're charging the right rates for the services you provide is just the beginning. The live data in Scope includes different types of deliverables to help your team take the guesswork out of scoping. For example, let's take a look at a simple Instagram campaign. I look for the deliverable in Scope, and by selecting it, it shows us the different components we should be estimating to create this deliverable. These are down the side. We select which components we want to include in this deliverable by dragging and dropping the components over to the right-hand side. By doing that, we get the average hours for each component, including the roles required to complete that component. Once again, you can edit the hours and edit the rates and just use the scope mark prediction as a guideline. Not only is Scope giving you and your team the industry standard for your deliverables, it also ensures you think about what components and roles make up your deliverables. It makes you think about what you're delivering and ultimately what you're selling. And again, it allows you to benchmark against the industry standard. Through the research that the Virtu Group have done, they claim that Scope is at least 5% more accurate than your best scoper. So that's a sneak peek of Scope. For more information, visit scopebetter.com. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.